Mi gente, why can't we communicate? Mira, en la cultura, it just hasn't been a thing. We didn't talk about things growing up. We just didn't. We didn't have the invitation, we didn't have it modeled. And of course, we struggle to communicate now as adults. We can't just automatically do something perfect that we never learned to do. Pero listen, now that you're a little older, you're doing your own thing, you get to think for yourself. Now we get to make a different choice. We feel misunderstood and unheard by our family. Am I lying? No. So listen, part of that struggle is because we haven't learned how to hear ourselves and understand ourselves. We want our family to give us this gift of being seen, of being heard, of being understood, of not being judged. Pero we need to start to give it to ourselves first, cariño. It really starts with us. And like we hear this, right? But it's kind of cliche, but it's true. Es cierto. It really needs to start here. And there are ways to do this, even in the simplest ways. And I'm just going to give you a free little nugget right now. If you think about something as simple as understanding humanity. So if somebody's upset about something that is something valid, like something that really happened, um, say your boss mistreated you or snapped at you, or maybe they raised their voice or they corrected you really harshly, like in front of people, and maybe it was embarrassing. Like, that's a real valid reason for you to feel upset. You're not crazy, you're not being demanding, you don't, not que te crees mucho. No, no, no. We all deserve to be treated with decency, courtesy, consideration. And if you're upset at your boss because they behave that way, that's valid. It's just valid, it's very real. And even just like maybe this is literally your example in your life. Hearing me say this, if you just let it, like, take it in and let it land here, like, yeah, you know what? Even though my coworker was like, girl, you're making too big of a deal out of it. No, no, no. No, that's a valid reason to be upset. Even pausing, putting your hand on your heart. So you see me do this all the time. Watch. Here's why. Because the simple concept of us doing this, if you wait just a second, you can feel warmth coming from your own hand. In this simple, simple posture, we're giving ourselves warmth. Don't we want people to be warm to us, right? Well, they don't always know how, but we can give warmth to ourselves. And it's us being with ourselves. So when I do this, I don't feel like completely alone. Don't get me wrong. I know it might sound silly and be like, girl, you are sitting in a room by yourself. No, yes, I am. Pero also, though, like I'm giving warmth to myself, I'm being present with myself. And I count. I matter. What I'm giving myself counts and it matters. So if you just start with the simplest things, pausing and being like, girl, it's valid that you're upset about that. I'm not saying that we want to find ways to get back at your boss or no, 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 I'm just, we're just starting with validating yourself. No mas. That's it. And I say to myself, girl, it makes so much sense that you would be upset about that. That's valid. We're going to get through this moment. And we don't have to tell the whole world why he's a horrible person. We don't have to get back at him. We get to make a choice. Is this something I want to continue? Should I consider looking for another job? Do I have the courage to go to him and say, when this happened, I felt really disrespected. And I understand that you're the boss. This doesn't put me in a position where I want to be here and it's going to affect my work. Like, Trust me, obviously these are not easy conversations to have, and I'm not just saying just go in and do that. The point of that example is, am I going to give my heart a voice? Am I going to lean in towards it and share with them, hey, this was really hard for me? But we always have a choice. We get to have a voice and a choice, and starting with pausing, self awareness, acknowledgement, ownership. Ownership of our own feelings. Like, you get to own those feelings. You're not bad. Listen, in our cultura, we were conditioned to make people happy, to be doers, to be fixers. And we really weren't taught, no, you don't have to be mistreated. Not all the time, right? Some of us did learn that, but not all of us. So this is just a simple example, but pausing, releasing your breath through your mouth. Intentional breathing helps regulate your nervous system, which is going to help your mind feel less cluttered, less foggy. It helps us get our executive functioning back online and in order. And just, girl, that's real. That's valid. Just simple validation. We're not crazy. We're not wrong for wanting our boss to treat us with common courtesy and consideration. That's real. That's valid. Paused moments of self-care. I'm telling you, one little moment at a time. It ain't going to fix everything. It ain't the answer to every single problem out there. No, of course not. I'm not proposing that. This is small little seeds, small little moments. If you want to learn more how to actually get yourself fully back online, how do I process a thought? How do I make a decision? Should I tell my boss, or should, all those things? Holla at your girl. I do offer one-on-one sessions as well as group coaching that we do online. Holla at your girl. I'm here to help give you some nuggets, some resources, and some guidance on regular life moments, because you matter. Your thoughts and your feelings matter. Always. Period. I don't care what somebody told you. No matter how they're treating you, cariñito, tú eres importante. Period. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, share, and I'll be coming back to help you elevate your life.